Okay. I've got a D&D session coming up that I'm going to be doing with a couple buddies that I think is going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun. But right now, I just got the idea about thoughts regarding uh character creation. Character creation. So let's zoom out a little bit. Character. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. Creation. Let me double check that. Yeah, that's how you spell it. See, look, I'm smart. I'm smart. Character creation, right? Ta-da! Holy light. We need some holy light in here. Piss. So, I love character creation. I love it. I love it. I live for making new characters. I love it. Alright? I live and breathe this shit. Because it's gotta be my favorite thing to do in the pastime. Like, if I don't know what to do, like, I'm bored, I'm just sitting, or like pacing around the room looking for something to do. Like, I got like major downtime. I don't know what to do. I come up with a new character. Wow, new character. I come up with new backstories for this character. I come up with like the attire, their relationships, any other, even more characters beyond that character. Like, come on. This is like the best shit ever. You gotta admit. Like, there's nothing more entertaining than this. To me, at least. To me, I love this. I love this. Right? I also, another big plus, I find it very easy. I find it very easy to come up with ideas for new characters. Alright, let me give an example. Okay, right off the top of my head. Let's create a new character here. Okay, let's start with their backstory, right? Start with the backstory. Right? Then we go on to attire. And then we go back to backstory and go to relations. You'll understand what I mean when I get to that. Right? So backstory. Let's go with siblings. We got siblings, right? Let's do right, not twins. So one older, one younger. Let's do older sister, and then younger brother. Let's start there. Right? So we got two dudes. One's a younger brother, other's an older sister. Right? Let's have one. Oh, nope. Let's have one taller than the other. Let's have the brother taller. The brother's gonna be taller than the sister. Okay, so we got the brother and sister. Let's mark your sister, the other brother. Nothing complex right now. Nothing complex. I don't want to add anything too complex. Just two cisgendered siblings, male and female, traditional, you know, siblingness, right? Now let's think, what's a theme we can go for? Theme. I'm thinking A. Alright, A. Apologist, Apollo. Maybe they can be gods. No, let's not do gods. They're just normal people, right? They're just normal dudes, like you and me. Let's go, the brother runs, an antiquity shop. They're both related to antiquity. Alright, the past. Alright, so we got a feature, right? Past / historical interest. Right? Past / historical interest. Let's have... Okay, I like the character design of like the professor archetype, the professor lady archetype, right? Let's go with that. This one's a professor, right? Professor, and then like we can go smart sister, dumb brother, right? So let's go with what's this gonna be? Right, antiquity shop, but it can't just be an antiquity shop. Let's go with well, maybe he can. Let's do that. Let's make it so he just shop owner. Right, we can figure what type of shop specifically later. It's a shop owner, professor and a shop owner. So they like past / historical things, right? So antiquity shop owner, or like a pawn shop owner, and anthropology professor or something like archaeology and anthropology. That's the sister, right? So older sister. Let's write it down here. I did not make this box big enough at all. Let me fix that real quick. That's good enough. I don't fucking care. Right, so the sister, let's mark it. Let's dash it through the lines so we know. So, pawn shop. Let's go with the pawn shop. Right, he's not as educated, right? He's more used to hands-on things. It's a pawn shop. He's a bit rustic. He's a bit rough around the edges, and he likes antiques. That looks like ass. Antiques. Right? And this is anthropology and archaeology, the G. Professor at a university, right? We got those. Boom. Let's try and get another thing that they both like. Let's make them both big sweethearts. How about that? Oh, sweethearts. Right? There's a lot to play with that. Let me dash that to be consistent. Let's go with another difference between them. Let's see. Alright. The professor, she is... Let's see. Calm and reserved. Let's do that. Calm, collected... Damn. Ran out of space. Let me just make that. Collected and reserved. No. Not reserved. calm, collected, and let's go a bit smirkish. What would be for smirkish? Sly. Big know-it-all. How about that? Know-it-all. Big know-it-all smarty pants. This one's let's make introverted geek. Right? He's a bit of a geek for antiques. He knows all about them. He loves that shit. He's really into antiquities. Loves antiquities. Let's put a heart here. Loves antiquities. Right? Let's put history. Let's put a big heart around that. That's what they really like. Introverted geek. And really into mechanical stuff. Mechanical aspects. Right? It's really into mechanical aspects. Let's go back to this. Sweethearts. What does that mean? They're both kind and caring. So let's do this. Kind and caring, but in different ways. Kind/caring, but in different ways. So how does a sister kind and caring? Let's go with a bit of a dick. No, that doesn't fit. I'm like imagining in my head like I'm imagining in my head like someone that like always smirking. Always smirking. Always looks like they know something that you don't, because they probably do. Right? Always smirking. And like if you go to them because they know a lot, right? If you go to them because they know a lot, but then, right, they'll like withhold that information from you. Just to like, he likes to tease you. Tease / mess with. Bit of a jokester, bit of a prankster. Not jokester, prankster. Mess with. Right? This one, made him introverted and a bit of a geek, so let's make him, a bit closed off, right? Closed off. You gotta, not too closed off, right? Because that's boring. Not too close, he needs a bit of nuance, right? He's not that much of an introvert, right? He's not your stereotypical, like, oh, I don't like to talk to people, oh, I don't like people, I'm allergic to people. Oh, no. He's just, he's just like a little adversive to people, you know? He's not one to start up conversations, you know? But when he does start talking, he talks. Oh man, does he talk? That's what this guy. That's his thing. Right, he's a bit closed off, but not a shut-in. Not a shut-in. Shut-in, though. Right? Need a bit of nuance. Can't be so two-dimensional now. Not a shut-in, right? He likes to talk about his mechanical knickknacks and doodads. Right? That's what makes him a big old sweetheart. That's what makes him a big old sweetheart. He's always like, oh, and this one, you gotta see what this one does. You gotta see what this one does. You gotta, oh man, oh, wait till I show you the other things, other doohickeys. And he's always so sweet. He's always smiling. Like when, like, he always has like a straight face. Let me delete that. Delete that face. Delete that real quick. He always has a bit of a neutral look on him. He's like, oh, a bit disinterested in everything, closed off. You know, it's just like a bit hard to approach. Let's do that. Hard to approach. Hard to approach, right? hard to approach, right? He's a bit hard to approach, a bit aversive to conflict and such. You know how it is. There's probably thousands and thousands of people that, like, in your area that probably are like this, and you just don't know it. Right? Okay, I'm sick of this fucking border. I'm sick of this box. I'm getting rid of it. There's no limit. No limit. I'm sorry, Mr. Farrell. I know you taught me to always put things in a box like a border, but I don't give a damn. I'm just winging it. I'm winging it here. All right. Hard to approach. He's hard to approach, right? So let's do another thing here that they both share as siblings. You can tell as siblings that they both share. Let's go with tendencies. How about some tendencies that they tend to do? Things that they tend to do that you can see in both of them, aspects of them. So, what? Old things, are going for old things. Maybe they both walk around like old people. They both have that bit of a hunch. A bit of a hunch, you know, a bit of a hunch. Oh man, there's this thing that me and my sibling, like I got my own sibling. We we have this habit. Like everyone in my family has this habit of like that look. The look. It's like the huh? Hmm? 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 Are we dead ass? Yeah. A bit of a, you know, that look. Let's do that. Alright, let's take some inspiration from real life. Alright, let's make some more differences. Let's make some more differences between the two. Alright, they're always smirking, teasing, messing with, you know? Let's do something with that. Let's do something with that. Right? Let's link that back to the sweetheart. Let's link that back to the sweetheart. Sure, they withhold information, they like to tease people, but at the end of the day, they still help out. They still help out. They still answer your questions. Right? They're still a professor, right? They're still a teacher at heart. They're still a professor at heart. They love to educate. They love to educate, right? So the way, you know, it may be a little annoying, but they love to guide you along to the answer. So they're just telling you, alright, right. Guide you along. Okay, that looks ass. You to the answer. Right, you know that thing that teachers do? You know that thing that teachers do? It's like, okay, so if you know this, then what is this? This? Right. So, if you have this, it leads to what? This? No, but you have the right idea. Right? You know that kind of thing, Teachers do that sometimes, you know what I'm saying, Twin? Guide you to the answer, right? Instead of just telling you outright. Let's go back to the guy. Let's go back to the brother. Right? They're all big old sweethearts, hard to approach. Right? Let's lead that back to, you know, him looking indifferent and stuff. Let's make it, when talking about his favorite things. His favorite things. Favorite things. God, this is awful. He has the biggest smile. He has just the sweetest little smile. His cheeks are puffed up. He's got grinning. He's ear to ear. The biggest, sweetest smile. Right? That's nice. That's always nice. I really always appreciate a character like that. The biggest smile. The biggest smile. Oh, look at that cutie patootie, right? Cutie patootie! Now let's go on to I think we have enough backstory, background context, enough character. Let's move on to attire. Right? On to attire. Let's see here. Professor, let's go with the long dress. Long dress. Right, let's go with the, you know, like those teachers. No, got some folds. right? There we go. I draw like shit. But you don't need to be good at drawing to make a good character. Let me tell you now. Just having all this stuff written down, that's good enough. That's good enough. Right? If you really want to see this character that you've made fully actualized, like really nice art piece, you know, you get to look at it and just appreciate what you've made. I don't know, get good at drawing. Get good at drawing, or get someone you know who's good at drawing, right? I got a buddy that's pretty good at drawing. He could probably draw this. I'm pretty okay. I can't draw people though. I gotta get used to drawing people more. What am I doing? I need to erase it inside. Ah, whatever. You get the idea. Big flowy dress that sometimes touches the floor, which like you look at, you notice, and it's like, what the fuck? But it still looks pretty, right? Let's put some stripes. Let's go with orange. Yeah, let's go with orange. Orange stripe at the middle. That's always nice. Oh, maybe you can be like one of those things. Yo, epiphany time. Yo, little light bulb. Ding, 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 ding. In my head. Oh, yup. Maybe it can be one of those, I don't know what those dresses are called. But it's sort of like a this shape. No, not like that shape. It's like... Okay, so this is the waist. It comes down. It comes straight down, and then poofs out at the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? And like, it goes down, curves a bit inward near the ankles. Like, right? And it has like a bit of a this right here. Yeah! Yeah! That's nice. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. You get the idea. Right? As long as you have the idea, everything else will fall into place. Long dress. Let's see. What else? Let's go with a sweater. I'm not too much of a fashion person. When it comes... This is like... Yeah, this is like the toughest part for me. The attire, bro. That attire always got me stressing. It's got me stressing. Let's go with the sweater. Long sleeve sweater. Right? Fuck, that's off. But you know what? Who cares? Proof of concept, am I right? Let's see. A sweater with an inner shirt. Right, the sweater can be this color. I don't fucking care. A bit of a beige. Or you know what? Following the orange from earlier. Actually, what would the... I guess it's just be a black dress. Black dress with a orange middle. Black dress with an orange middle. Let's go with a bit of a yellowy... Yeah, I think I like this color. This color. This will be the sweater. Okay, this is... I fucked up. I fucked up. There we go. Beige sweater, a bit of a beige, you know, calm, like light, soft. Yeah, I wish actually, what am I saying? I wish I could make it softer. I can make this a bit darker, you know, get a bit of a softer edge. A softer edge, a bit of a bronze. It can't be poopy. Poopy butt. It can't be poopy butt now. But you know, like a bit of an orange, darker. Yeah, there we go. To match this. Alright, let's go with the inner shirt now. Inner long sleeve shirt. Inner long sleeve shirt. Right, just make a black shirt with like orange cuffs to match the dress, right? Right, this is all just to get an idea. Black shirt, orange cuff. Cufflinks. Oh, or maybe they could be those things. Kind of like poofy out. Okay, it looks like tattered. It's not supposed to be tattered. It's supposed to be like poofed out. You know what I'm fucking talking about. You know, you get the fucking idea. You get the idea. You get the idea what I'm trying to go with. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, it looks like a little girl. Little girl shirt. Fuck it, A. This is something you'd see in, like, elementary school. God damn it. Fuck that little bottom skirt thing. You get the idea. You get the idea. You get the idea. Right? Mature. You know, well-dressed. Let's, put the buttons here. The buttons here. Right? This is just a normal person character. So it's nothing too crazy. Just a normal dude. Let's give her... What's next? Shirt, overshirt, dress, I guess. That would also be pants, because it doesn't matter about pants. It's gonna be covered by the dress. So I guess shoes? Shoes, right? I guess just heels, right? Just heels. Oh, fuck it. I don't know. I'm not a woman. Contrary to popular belief, I am not a woman. No, I'm not a woman. Obviously, yeah, no fucking shit. I'm not a woman. But, like, I don't know. Maybe ask my sister about this. What would a woman like this wear? I'm just gonna go with high heels now. I don't know how to draw fucking heels. Oh, glasses! Yes, glasses. Let's go with amber glasses, you know, to match the orange. You got some amber. You know those glasses. Old grandma glasses. Old grandma glasses, you know what I'm saying. I fucking suck at drawing. You know what I'm saying, though? You know what I'm fucking saying. Old amber glasses. Right? They're orange and shit. Fucking amber glass. I need to... Whoa, I haven't been writing these down. Heels. Heels. Amber glasses. Oh, you know what that fucking reminds me of? I remember, okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but I remember in the Yokai Watch movie, oh my god, that shit was peak. The Yokai Watch movie, they go into the past. They go into the past, where, like, Yokai kind of just, like, fucked around and did whatever, you know? And there was, like, an old lady character, and she had these glasses. These glasses that could see Yokai with, like, a little pearl at the top, at the end, right? A little pearl right there. And at first, you see the pearl, and it's like, oh, okay, sick glasses, lady. But then, like, at the very end, when they're going back to the present, she reveals that she could see Yokai the entire time, and it puts so many of her actions into context. All of her, like, actions, like, she'd do, like, weird shit, and, like, it's like, oh, why is she doing that? It's like, cause she can see Yokai. She can see and reacts to Yokai, too, you know? And I thought that was so fucking awesome. This is something you could do with this character. Fuck, but that doesn't really... maybe something special about the glasses. We'll save that for later. Something special, I don't know what, though. Special. I don't know what. IDK. Right now. Alright, let's give her a hat. Let's give her a hat. Hat. How about those sun hats, right? These kinds of hats, you know, they kind of fold. They got, like, let's do the orange thing again. Orange motif. Orange motif. You know what the hats I'm talking about, though, right? You know. Double-lined. Black hat. I've seen them plenty of times. I swear, bro. Just trust me, bro. Oh, shit, that's gonna paint the entire page if I don't close that. But, right, you get the idea. See, look, it's all come together now. There we go. There we go. That's a fucking hat right there. And I think that's it. I think that's it for attire. Now let's go on to the guy. The guy. Alright. The guy, okay, the male. He's a pawn shop, right? So he's not well educated, or at least he doesn't really care about being well educated. Mechanical, so he's around, he's always messing with stuff, so let's make, okay, long sleeves. Let's stick with long sleeves. How about those, like, blue, like, work jackets? Yeah. Like, work, like, those, like, okay, let's give him jeans first. Let's give him, like, those baggy, not baggy, but, like, just, like, loose-fitting work jeans, right? Loose-fitting work jeans. Let's write that here. Loose-fitting work jeans. Work jeans. Let's get some gray. You know, a bit of dust here and there, a bit of wear and tear. You know, some paint. Maybe some paint. Just on his fucking shit. I don't know how to represent. Here's paint. It's paint. But like a stray thing of red. Right? Shirt. Let's do just like a gray under t-shirt. So over the gray under t-shirt, so let's go over here. Just a t-shirt. Just a gray t-shirt. Right? Nothing too complex. He doesn't really care what he wears. He's not really one to care about that kind of thing. He's just wearing whatever. Like, something gets dirty, that's his official work attire the next day, right? So, what is this? Like, work vest jacket thing? Like, work jacket thing. Let's see here. Let's use that blue-gray. Well, this is already blue-gray. Let's make it a little darker. Let's make it a little darker, a little bit more towards the cyan. There we go. Let's do that. Oh, I just realized I've been using black for the outline for it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's do like this. There we go. That works. Also to pockets and such. Right? You've seen those like work things that mechanics have. You know, some pockets, you know, plenty of like things. Like a jacket. It's like something you can take off, like with the zipper. It has like pockets and such. It has all these strap pockets. Let's go back over here and put some pockets on this. Oh shit. Alright, all sorts of pockets and such. You have like kind of like rolled off sleeves so that it fits the wrists so things aren't slipping down there. You know what the jackets I'm talking about. I just got a funny idea. A little mustard stain right there. A little mustard stain right there. But let's see. Shoes. Right? Shoes. We're at the shoes. Just give him some brown shoes. Some generic brown shoes. Nothing too crazy. Right? It's right here. a generic brown shoes. Some gray unders. Generic brown shoes that you'd see for like people at work. Anything on the head? Let's assume they live in a cold environment, so yeah, I guess nothing on their head. Oh, but you know what? 9 times out of 10, now since they're always working with things, they're always in the back, fiddling with some weird mechanical little thingamabob. You often find him with a headlamp. Those little headlamps. Headlamp. It's like a little thing here. It has like a beacon, 4 lights, a strap. There we go. Headlamp. Yeah. And that's it. Nothing else. So we got the attire now. Okay. Let's see here. Relations. Alright. So what about these things would be related to relations, right? Let's see. Big ol' sweetheart. Let's give him some friends, right? Let's give him some friends. Personal people in their life that they hold near and dear. Alright, let's give the sister. Let's start with the sister again. And let's see here. Maybe she could have a hair tie that like her. Yeah, she could have like a hair tie her friend gave her, or like significant other gave her. Just something generic and corny. I don't fucking care. Hair tie from friend, right? And then this guy, oh, a pocket watch. How about that? A pocket watch. That a friend of his. From a friend. Maybe it can be the same friend. Maybe it can be one friend that they both share gave him these things. Right? And this one could be, this hair tie could be related to, you know, it's in the style, like a historically accurate hair tie that they made. And, you know, just like a pocket watch they found. I don't fucking care. I can't think of anything other than like a pocket watch they found and gave to. They gifted. Right? So maybe they could share this friend. Maybe they share this friend. Right? Okay, that's one. They have like one friend that they both share. Let's see, what else? Let's go back to the sister. Scholars that she admires. You know, other scholarly friends or professors that she works in tandem with. Co-workers. So we got co-workers. Other professors. Let's see. What else? College buddies. College friends. Slash friends in general. Yeah, college friends. She can let's add that. See, look, this is why relations is a big part. Do not undersell the relations, because relations can give you good ideas as to different intricacies and different pieces of their characters. So if they're college friends and college buddies, she may be this, you know, like when you first see her, she's this dignified, you know, suave kind of person, right? She's all uptight and well kept, but when she gets loose, she's the life of the party. Alright, let's put a note here. Life of the party. The party. Right? Party goes where she goes. Get a few drinks in and she's fucking wilding out. Right? Maybe that can be something that they both share. Actually, no, I don't think that'd fit this guy. I don't think that'd fit this guy. Loves big parties. Big parties. Parties, right? Always willing to take your hand and drag you onto the dance floor, and you kind of just like boogie down. Her and her buddies, they like to party all night and then fucking have hangovers while teaching a class. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Hangover while teaching class. Okay. See, look, that's why you can't skip that. You can't skip that, because that also defines different aspects of themselves. Relations ties back to... Where is it? Relations ties back to their attire and backstory. Come on, guys! Come on! Can't you see I'm cooking? Like, did you see I'm cooking? Oh no. I need to color this. This one too. This one needs to be gold. What for gold? Alright. Likes big parties. Life at the party. Big party girl. Well, when you get to know her. Let's see. I think that's good for now. We're not getting too crazy right now. Alright, we're not going on for hours on hours. Let's see here. How long have I been recording for? 42 minutes. God damn. Okay. Let's wrap this up. This is gonna be the last part. This is the last part. By the way. I hope he stuck around. I hope, please stick around. Because I'm really passionate about this. Alright, let's go to this guy. Let's give him coworkers that he knows. Buddies that help him, coworker / employee. Because he's the shop owner, right? Employee that he knows, right? Oh, maybe the coworker / employee is the friend that gave him the pocket watch, and the friend that gave... No, that can't be the same. No, never mind. That's stupid. Yeah, never mind. I'm not doing that. Scratch that. He just has an employee or coworker / employee that sort of takes care of the place sometimes. How does that relate to all this stuff? Not really at all. Alright, let's keep going. Friends. Let's say a few friends that he's really close to. Small amount of really close buddies. Really close friends. Like they've been through thick and thin, right? This one could be different. College friends could be like referring to like they've just known each other for such a long time, you know, throughout school, like met in middle school and been friends until college, graduated together, and then both became professors. That kind of college friends, or maybe they've just been in contact since college, you know? Right, and this will just be like close friends that they've known forever. They may not be in the same fields, they may not have the same interests, but they've been through thick and thin, shared trauma, all that nonsense, all that good. Well, that's not nonsense. That's good shit. That's good shit that you should care about. You should care about that kind of stuff, right? What was I deleting? This looks fucking... I hate that. I can't stop looking at that. Small amount of really close friends. Really close friends. Yeah, let's add to that. So, a closed shell. Closed up shell. right? And what that means is like, like earlier, like when he gets talking, he really gets talking. He's so passionate about his interests and such. But he also, these close friends. He must have also been there for his friends, so he must also be um friends. I just realized that. I'll fix that later. A close-up shell, but he's also uh really sympathetic and empathetic. So really sympathetic and empathetic slash empathetic. Like he really cares about the people close to him. He really cares, and he'll do what he can. He's always the first one up to bat to do what he can for someone in need. That kind of thing. There we go. Nice bow. Right? You always want to end. Okay, I don't know what I'm going with there. It's always nice to end on a little bow. I think that's good for now. That's the most. That's good. That's good for now. Right? How's that? There we go. Yeah. They don't need a name right now. You can figure that kind of thing out later. Because the name isn't all too important unless you're tying the name to their backstory, right? If their name is significant, you gotta, that's the next step, is name. Which relates to the relations, and might relate to their backstory. Well, will relate to their backstory, might relate to their relations, right? At least this is how I see it. This is just this is my process through creating a character. More specifically, a person, a human character. When it comes to like I like to draw monsters and stuff. Like I like to draw non-human things, like things with 4 legs or like giant mandibles or like thick hides, maybe just like a giant bear one time, like a whale, I'm like this is my process for like if I were to create a human character or like a human like related or humanoid character, right? It makes sense. This isn't this is just me. You could have a way more valid step-by-step process on how you go about this kind of thing. But for me, this is my tried and true method. It always works for me, and I'm sure there are exceptions that I'm going to come across sometime in the future. But that's for then, and this is now. Right? So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sticking through all my nonsense. All this dog shit. Yippee, 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 yippee.